Hello everyone, ADR Bricks here. This is my review of Speed Champion set 75894. It is another 2019 set and features the first Mini Coopers in the Speed Champions line. It will retail for $49.99 US, £44.99 pounds, €49.99 Euro, and $69.99 Canadian. Keep in mind, especially for the European pricing, prices seem to vary depending on which country you are buying the set in. I will look into these differences in more detail in an upcoming video talking about the prices of LEGO. Piece count for this set is 481 pieces, and both Mini Coopers take up most of them, while the workshop/staging take up the rest. This is the second Speed Champion set to have a rally car in it, with the first being the Ford Fiesta WRC set 75885. Rally racing is very different compared to Formula 1 or NASCAR. Instead of taking place on a track that you go around for a specific amount of laps, or otherwise called a circuit, the driver and his co-pilot must drive from one point to another, which they are then judged by how much time it takes them to go through those points. That process is then repeated for as many points as there are, or otherwise known as stages, in the race. I forgot to mention that this can take place on any terrain. This set does indeed deserve the Speed Champions title, as it showcases one of the most iconic rally cars from the last century. A 1967 Mini Cooper S was raced in the Monte Carlo Rally and won that year. What makes the Mini Cooper's win so special was its ability to bounce back after a controversial decision to disqualify them from the previous year's rally after finishing first, second, and third. The Mini Cooper S also won in 1964 and 1965. Now, this rendition of the car is small yet very detailed. My only critique is the heavy use of stickers. They were time consuming to put on and make this model look good, but you have to try and make sure to align them perfectly to make sure it looks accurate. One minor part of this build that captivated me was the little axe pieces used in the front of the car. Now, if we fast forward in time to 2018, we find out that the Mini Cooper's rights were sold off to BMW, a German automaker. This is also most probably why the 2018 Mini John Cooper Works Buggy was developed by a German rally team, X-Raid. The car raced in the Dakar Rally this year, which spanned through a couple of countries in South America. One of the X-Raid Minis managed to take 5th place in this year's rally. The model is quite large compared to the Cooper S and has suspension, which is pretty cool. The attention to detail is phenomenal with the stickers and one print on the canopy of the Mini logo. I was delighted to see they had a few prominent companies that are associated with racing on the car. Magna and Esparco in particular. Those companies produce car parts and protective gear respectively. There are 4 minifigures in this set, one being a driver for the Cooper S, who I will assume is based off of Rauno Aaltonen, the original driver for the 1967 race. The other figures are a photographer and 2 people from the X-Raid team, one a driver and one a mechanic. The X-Raid figures are both wearing Esparco suits, which is a very fine touch. Finally, let's talk about the rest of the build. This large structure looks like it could be from a pit stop for when the car is resting between stages, or it could be a promotional setup. For all intent and purposes, I will be viewing this as a promotional setup, judging by the inclusion of the photographer. I know it could be thought of otherwise, but for now, let's just put it at that. A lot of the time, companies have booths similar to this at trade shows or car shows to showcase their new products or the new cars. I do enjoy the use of roller coaster pieces to make it look like a truss. Trusses are typically used when building up staging for events and serve as the skeleton where lighting or sometimes other things hang off of. This set also has some play features like the car stand and creeper seat that I did not go over. That is due to them being simple features that I think need little to no explanation. To recap, this set has a lot more to it than meets the eye. Once again, stickers really turned me off during the build. Now, I think had some of those pieces been printed, it would have been much more enjoyable. I did not apply some of them because I did not want to waste any of the 2x4 tiles that were included in the set. And that's it for this video. Thank you once again. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe, it helps out.